night for Kris Doolan and his players. Brian Graham had a few disappointments in the first half, but he never stopped, and he got his 19th and 20th goals of the season. Another great night for Partick Thistle.
A brilliant night, really, from start to finish. I thought they were excellent, really controlled performance, showed their class, showed their strength and depth that they've got to their squad as well, which is so important. Their talisman striker, Brian Graham, we know how influential he is. We've seen that over the course of the season. We've seen it throughout the playoffs, and we've seen it again tonight. Without him, Partick Thistle would still be a good side, but with him in their team doing what he does, the job that he does so well, I say it all the time, he makes players better around him, he creates opportunities for other players. He works tirelessly as well, but as do the rest of his teammates, and I thought that epitomised Partick Thistle tonight. And we know it's been a tough couple of weeks for Kris Doolan as well, personally, but I think you can see in his team that they really are with him. The transformation under Kris Doolan, for me, they were a good side under Ian McCall, but there's an edge to Partick Thistle just now, and it is absolutely the perfect time in the season for them. Yeah,
I was reluctant to kind of get carried away with this kind of sense of momentum with Partick Thistle, but you have to say, Dom, the sad situation with Kris Doolan's father will obviously have galvanised the squad. Brian Graham talked about the adversity that this team had to face when the coronavirus came in and they were demoted to League One, and that still burns in their stomach. There's real fire in the belly about the side, it seems. Yeah, and you can see that on the pitch, and I think the big thing is a lot of these Partick Thistle players have had experience and had a taste of the Premiership, so they know how good it is, and they want to be there. As you touched on there, obviously it's sad for Kris Doolan losing his father, but I think that's where football becomes a beautiful game, and obviously takes his mind off it, and that's them. Obviously 3 wins now, I think, since that, so it's good to have that. Absolutely. Well, it certainly was the beautiful game this evening for Steven Lawless and his Partick Thistle teammates. Congratulations, Steven. What does that feel like for you tonight?
Yeah, it's obviously good. I think we stuck to our game plan. Didn't think we were great to start off with. Worked our way into the game and managed to get some good goals. So we know it's only halfway there, but it's a good advantage to take to the away tie now. You must be particularly pleased. You got the ball rolling up. Jack McMillan got the goal, but it was your assist, your pass that created the opportunity. Yeah, I think we've had that understanding all year, me and Jack. I think we suit playing with each other. I like to come inside and he likes to burst forward, so we've had that link-up play all year, and it's managed to get us a goal to set us on the way, like you said. Absolutely, we can watch it here just now, Steven, and I mean, this pass just takes out, well, at least a couple of players anyway. Yeah, listen, I knew they were trying to try and double up. Sometimes they were backing off a little bit and leaving that space, and I think a lot of teams have struggled with that underlapping run for Jack this year, and to be fair, I think that's a cross, and he's got a wee bit lucky, if I'm honest. Dom, you know Steven Lawless well from your time together at Dunfermline Athletic. Is there anything you want to say to your former teammate? No, I just want to credit him. I thought he was outstanding tonight, and as we see here, I think the thing with Steven, he's such a clever football player that there he draws 2 people in, and it ultimately lets the full back in, and as he says, it's a good finish, I think, for Jack. But and then the rest of the game, he gets on the ball, he's calm, he's composed, and he uses his experience well, and I think he's key to this Thistle side. Has he ever said anything nicer to you before in your life, Steve? No, that's obviously because he's on the telly. That's not what he's like in the changing room at all. You were also involved in the second goal as well, Stephen, and you know, at this point, it must have felt so good from a Partick Thistle point of view, because obviously everybody was expecting a hugely competitive encounter between these two sides this evening. Yeah, I think, like you say, it was always got to be a competitive game, but I think we managed to work our way into the game. Like I said, I don't think we started well. We've scored goals like that similar all year. I think you just need to show a wee bit of composure in the ball, and it ends up, like Dom said there, it drags 2 people to me, and I end up finding the pass to Dalton. He finds Tiff quite quick, and that run there for Tiff, that's a goal we've scored a lot this year, the ball across the goal, and long may it continue. How pleased will Brian Graham be? He missed a couple of opportunities in the first half, but always such an important player for you. Yeah, it's been great this year. I'm just glad he scored, because it's an absolute nightmare in the changing room if he's not scored. There was one in the first half where I took a bit too long on the ball, and he's not long in letting you know, so I'm glad to get his goals, and obviously if that continues, then it's good for us as a club. Leanne, how impressed were you by Steven tonight? Really impressed, not just tonight, no, throughout the course of the season. I just think middle to front, as I've spoke about, I think Partick Thistle are different gravy when it comes to the performances, the goals that they scored, 11 goals in your last 3 games. That's impressive at this stage of the season, and it's the reason why you guys are in the run of form that you are. Yeah, I think, like you said, we are good going forward, but I think if we've
think we've got that base at the back now.
Absolutely.
I think our record since the gaffer came in, it's been brilliant defensively. Obviously we had a couple of slip-ups when this man shanked one at the bottom corner and that, so out with that I think we've been pretty good, and that, like I said, that is the base for us to go and create chances, and like I said at the start, we worked our way into the game because we had that solid base.
And Brian Graham will be raging again because he scored 2 goals, but he's still not man of the match, is he, Leanne?
No, well, we coerced us into it last week, we told him that, but it's absolutely going to the right man tonight. Stevie, you're the man of the match tonight. Well done. We'll see you next week. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Stephen. Fantastic. Great stuff. You know what, I forgot to ask him, did he think that the tie was over? I can imagine what his answer would probably be.
No, I think Stevie would give us a professional answer, but maybe not the same one that's in his head. But I think they know that, especially in the playoffs, the drama always curtails. I think it is really half-time, what Stevie said, and you go down to Somerset Park, it's not an easy place to go, so they've obviously got a 3-goal lead, which is massive, but that is only half-time. Absolutely.
I'm delighted to say we've been joined by the Partick Thistle manager, Kris Doolan. And Kris, another fantastic night for your side. How would you sum it up?
Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. I thought we got what we deserved. You know, I thought it could have been 5-6 if we take our chances, but defensively I thought we were really secure. I thought the defenders stood up to the long balls that were coming. They could see it coming, but that comes from our forwards who make play predictable. And our centre-backs can see it coming, and it's a straight ball. So, but I thought Darren Brownlee, Adam Muirhead really stood up to the physical test. But I thought going forward, you know, we are creative as a team, but we showed that, you know, we're clinical as well, and I think that's the difference.
How pleased were you with Brian Graham in particular? He missed a couple of opportunities in the first half, but he never stops and would get his 20th goal of the season, obviously 2 goals on the night.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Brian's Brian. We speak about him a lot, but we actually said, do we take him off after he's on 2? Because as a striker, you know, you want to get a hat-trick, and I know that feeling. But we just felt the best thing to do was to, you know, get his legs some rest. But the first thing he mentions when he comes off is he wants to score a hat-trick. So, but you can understand that. I think Brian's a goal scorer, but he brings more than just that. He brings more than just being a number 9, an out-and-out goal scorer. He brings link-up play. He's bright, he's smart, he organises people around about him, and he's such a good guy to have in your squad as well.
Let's have a look at his second goal. And the question everyone will be asking now, Kris, is this tie over? Because, yes, football miracles do happen. We saw that with Sheffield Wednesday last night, but they don't often happen.
No, not at all. And, you know, it is half-time, as you would say. We won't treat it as the tie being over. I think you see the goal, it's a fantastic ball from Aidan Fitzpatrick. It's a ball we speak about a lot, and as a striker with Brian, I tell them, pepper the 6-yard box. That's where the goals are scored. You won't score many from, you know, the penalty spot outwards. You score them all in there, and that's why Brian gets so many, because he's bright enough to just keep making those runs, and we've got guys who can supply.
Well, you were sorry, Leanne, on you go.
I was just going to say that goal wasn't too dissimilar to the chance that he missed in the first half, so I hope you reminded him of that when he spoke about that hat-trick, because he actually could have and should have probably on the night had that hat-trick.
Yeah, of course, and I think Brian knows himself. You know as a striker, if you missed a chance, but it's about being able to put that out of your mind and don't let it affect you, and you go and get the next one. I think that's what makes a good striker. Know somebody that dwells on a chance that they missed, and then you pass up more opportunities because of that. You put it to bed and you sink the next one, and that's what Brian does for us.
What's your attitude for next week then, Kris? You've got this 3-0 lead. Do you still go for the win at Somerset Park? How do you approach that? I know it's early days to start thinking about the second leg.
Yeah, Jonathan, we don't play any other way. We play to win all the time. We speak about that a lot. It's about that positive mindset. With the players we have, we're not a team that will sit and absorb pressure and hit on the counter. We're here to win because we've got good attacking players. So we will go to Somerset. We know it's going to be difficult. It'll be a different type of game. But ultimately, we'll go there positive and we'll look to win.
Fantastic. Congratulations once again. Kris Doolan there, the Partick Thistle manager. Another great night for Partick Thistle. A great night for Aidan Fitzpatrick as well. He played his part. He's joined Jane Lewis.
He certainly has, Aidan. Congratulations. Another brilliant performance in these playoffs. You're quite enjoying these playoffs, aren't you, Partick Thistle?
No, I think big club, you know, it's big games, it's ones we all want to be involved in, and thankfully put a show on for the fans.
Yeah, it was a tricky start for you. I think it's fair to say that Ayr United kind of took the game to you in the first 15 minutes, but as soon as that first goal was scored, you got your kind of fire back in your belly, didn't you?
No, definitely. When you're the type of game we were going to have, it takes a big stop from Mitch in goal, that's why he's there. It keeps us in the game, and then from there I think we've just run away with it.
The confidence, we can see it out there. Is it because of the momentum and just that kind of slow build over the past few games?
Yeah, I think so.
Before the playoffs too, you were doing well.
Yeah, definitely. The gaffer said that winning builds like a winning team, if you know what I mean. We just need to keep going, and as you say, it's like 1 defeat in 17, I think it is. It just shows you the type of squad we are, so now we just need to keep that going for the final 3 games.
So in a week's time, you go to Somerset Park. What's the game plan with that 3-0 lead?
No, I think we're just going to, as it's 0-0, play our usual game, and hopefully this can go away getting into the next round.
Aidan, well done tonight. Well
Thank
played.
you. Thank you very much.